in real life. Bro, if y'all could band together like this, like really band together, and I mean, it shows real potential in y'all, man. I see it. We love to see it, man. I can't lie. Bella out here waiting for the tea. Look, she like, what y'all got for me today? Nah, well, I don't know who she be thinking she is for real. No, it's good. How you doing? How you doing? I'm not answering no more questions yet. It's either you getting on a live or I'm sliding, brother. Who? Put Bella in the dress. She's a lady. I might actually have to. I might have to get her a fit though. I told y'all that y'all gotta like the live and send the art me. That's how we push it. That's how we push this thing onto the free page. That's literally how this live works, man. I know how it goes. I've been telling y'all that. But then the first like 20 minutes kind of dictates a lot of what goes on. I'm not promising him nothing, man. Like I said, also I'm one of them people. I'm realistic. Like if you one of them people who can't really take certain criticism, I wouldn't want you to get on a live either. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know how to really handle certain shit, then get on a live type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody's feelings being hurt or nobody feeling no type of way. So, bro, stop.
Hi.
What's the word?
I have kind of a question. Um, I got divorced in 2024. I was with my partner since we were married for 5 years, and we were together since we were 18. Um, we have a daughter.
Was he in the military at all?
No, he studies cybersecurity. I'm a nurse, and he's a cybersecurist. Our relationship was pretty good until like um postpartum, and then everything kind of started getting rocky where like, you know, just like we weren't understanding each other because it was just like a life change. And then ever since then, he's been a really good co-parent. We do 50-50. When we were getting legally divorced, like we split our assets. Everything was fine. But then he kind of like spun the block on me. Like he's the one who initiated the divorce, but I initiated the separation. Like I said, hey, I think we should take some space apart, like, you know, find yourself individually, because we were just getting into arguments. Like it wasn't even big arguments, it was just like not getting along or just being catching irritation, and it was just like I was hormonal, and so it was just like more intense for me. And for
Yeah,
him, he would
I
just,
have. Wait. So how many kids do y'all have? There's
we
one.
only have one.
Yeah, one. How old is the child now?
She's 3.
Three. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm 28 years old,
Mhm.
and he's 29.
Okay.
But anyways, he spun the block on me after we divorced and was like, hey, like I think we should get married again. I think we got divorced for some bullshit. We were just not getting along, but that doesn't mean like we created a really good foundation. Like we were together since we were 18. And I was like, okay.
You
you know
said
what?
figure it out?
No, like as in like okay, like let's go to therapy and like see like I don't know, I was kind of blaming it on postpartum for a while. Just like the emotional like just like the emotional turmoil that comes from
Well,
that.
I gotta ask y'all because I understand. I mean, I've been around. I mean, it's different for everybody, but I think also how somebody treats you within that time period and how considerate they are is a big indicator as to whether that's somebody that's for you long term. And I think using postpartum as a reason as to why you should give somebody else another chance, especially when they were treating you incorrectly during that time, it's just I mean that's crazy. I don't know though. Like
Yeah.
because
So
I
he,
mean
I that's why I asked for a separation. Like I was like, "Hey, let's separate. Let's figure out ourselves like, why I'm emotional, why I'm like, and then
but you were
you too."
always
But then he came back and like was like, "Fuck the separation. Let's get
here's
divorced."
what I'm saying. Cool. Here, let's hear that. But also, you got to remember, you were putting all of the arguments that are what even escalated. You basically were putting yourself as the sole reason as to why things were escalating. Like
Yeah.
you were constantly putting, "Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this is on me, so let's do this as a result." And then he kind of just doubled down on it and then changed his mind as time went on. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, basically. So then and then I got into a really bad depression where I was using substances to like cope with like how I was feeling because it came out of nowhere and it was like he was the only thing I knew since I was 18, so it kind of like broke my reality. And so I obviously went to my family, said, "Hey, I need some help." Went to rehab. My daughter was always safe because I was very truthful with my family. Um, and then I just never told him about the substance abuse because I felt like first it's very taboo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, it was hard to admit to someone. So I didn't, and obviously he was like kind of the cause of it. So I never told him. So mind you, he spins the block and I was like, okay, let's see if this can work out for the sake of our daughter, which is not a good mindset to have, I understand, but like I was also depressed, so I was like, okay, maybe we can get back together. Boom, we get back together, everything is going smooth, and then I decide to be vulnerable with him and tell him, hey, I fell into drug abuse because I was just going through it. Ever since then, he completely like started treating me like I was the worst like human being on earth for our daughter and for him, and like, how could you broke my trust.
Like
Um
how, like in what regard though? Like was there a specific scenario that made him feel that way, or was he just saying that because you told him that there was a substance abuse issue at some point?
he was like, you broke my trust because he should have been the first person I ran to or like went to tell him, hey, I'm going through this issue and this is directly affecting our daughter. But it really wasn't, because I went to my mother, and I was like, hey mom, I'm going through this. And he knew that she was getting taken care of by my mom, because
Yeah, but
I disguised
see,
it as
it's
mental
not
health.
about for him. It's not about the fact that you did do something. You did tell someone, right, and that you did get that you did get the help that you needed.
Yeah.
His problem is the fact that he has an ego, and you didn't go to him, and he felt as though he was entitled to that information before anybody else. It's all about ego and control, not the fact that you got it done. You got it done the correct way. It's more so with him with control freaks, they want it being done in their way. If you kind of get what I'm saying. So it takes away from the actual reality of what's going on, and it kind of minimizes it to kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I told him, I was like, listen, like it's a very vulnerable time. I didn't feel comfortable going to you. And like I told him I respect the fact that you did want me to come to you, but it just didn't pan out that way. But I'm being truthful about it now because we're together and I don't want to like be sneaky and hidey. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
About what I've went through. Anyways, fast forward, I thought we could move past that. So or like
Move past the fact that he got mad that you fell into. I don't know. I'm gonna
yeah,
address the whole thing.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I thought we could like, hey, I basically was like, I don't know, I was always like, when it comes to drug abuse, I just feel like people look at that harshly and nobody understands unless you're really in it. And so like I kind of shame myself a lot for it. So when someone shames you, I just be like, oh damn, yeah, you're right, type shit. Like damn, I did fall into that. But anyways,
I'm seeing your mindset. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, so I didn't
Yeah.
really want to deep it because I was already affected by it.
Right.
Anywho's, I was like, okay, let's move forward. Like this is my past, you know. And he was like, okay, I can move past it. Like that trust issue is there. Like I feel like if you did do drugs and not let me know, would you do it and not let me know when we're together? I'm like, that's not how it works. I was depressed. Like, but anywho's, we moved past it, and then he's like future planning with me again. And right, so it goes on for like a good couple 4 months. We're like really good. He was like basically, what's the point of redating, or we should just get right back into marriage.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds like living together. And um yeah, so then he basically hit me last week with I'm having mental health issues and I'm really
Hold on, real quick.
depressed.
Use it 1 second. Just mute yourself until I'm done with M. All right. Just so you
Sorry.
don't. Now just mute yourself until I'm done with M. I'm gonna get to you right after. All right. Okay, go ahead.
So basically, he hit me last week with like randomly on a random Tuesday. He was like, "Hey, I'm having mental health issues. I'm really depressed. I just feel like you're gonna be doing drugs and this is gonna be our life. Like I can't look at you like a pure person anymore, especially like um yeah." And he was like, I can't do this anymore at the moment, but like I'm gonna go to therapy and I'm
Wait,
when I get
did
better.
he say? Wait. Did this damn sociopath ever just try to make the fact that you went through something, which was caused by him for the majority, right? Let's start there. A combination of postpartum and the fact that and how he handled it. Let's start there. Did he try to use the fact that you were coping with what was going on and the fact that you went about it on your own in your own way because you felt abandoned anyways? He's trying to turn that around and put it on you.
That's what I was feeling like he was. Yeah, that's what he's basically doing, and he's basically saying that his depression is like that's why he can't be with me because he doesn't trust me. And I don't know, I got really mind fucked because I'm still trying to heal from all of this because I was like, I don't understand. Like nobody cheated on each other. Like I wasn't doing drugs with you. Like I don't know what you need therapy about. Is it therapy because I told you?
No,
Is it
no, he's
traumatic?
definitely just chatting. Right, let's start there. So he doesn't need any therapy because of something that you went through when he wasn't even around. Let's be realistic with ourselves. This has absolutely nothing to do with you and what
He
you
was
went
like,
through.
oh, you probably were fucking other men while you were doing drugs. You probably were like, who were you doing drugs with? Blah blah. Like all of this, like I don't know, painting me out to be this stereo like. And I'm like, and he was like, my trust is broken. Like, if you could do that, like, you probably were fucking around. And I was like, I was not fucking around. I was not doing any of these things. And I felt like I was justifying everything and like proving myself. But anyways, my question is like, how should I, like, I cannot get rid of this person because he's my co-parenter. But like, how should I go about this? Because I just feel like mentally fucked up. Like, I feel like he just literally remade me vulnerable by saying like he wants to be with me again. And then when I don't know, I'm just frustrated. Like,
The thing about it is, so um, thankfully the child is only 3 years old, and obviously there's a lot more space for you to remove the negative energy and actually start over. You kind of get what I'm saying? So I think there's a much bigger picture. How you get rid of him? Obviously, you have to take the necessary steps. You move out of the place, right? You don't
No,
That's
I don't live with him. I'm a fully registered nurse. I got my life together, savings, like
okay. So that makes it 10 times easier for you.
yeah, I went to court. We went to court. I have my own lawyer. We're both like financially, like we're good. Like if he was worried about me doing drugs, like again, I would have lost my license, my life.
I'm telling you this right now, Lulu. I'm letting you know this right now,
Mm.
right? And then because I've seen it so many times with different people in different situations, he's only saying that to regain full control over you. See, when you're dealing with a woman that is financially independent, that can't handle herself, she has her own shit going on. If you're dealing with a guy who has a lot of ego, they're gonna want to control you in some way, shape, or form. So if they can't control you with the finances and what they're putting on the table, then they want to control you in another way. Even if that means to go as low as using your own traumas against you. That's what that is. It has nothing to do with whether you were using or not, what you had going on, right? Especially if ideally he was the cause of that. And if he had a brain, or if he really was thinking, he would actually recognize that that was the case. So that's really what it is and what it boils down to. I don't want you sitting up there, and I know it's your situation, but I don't want you actually thinking that what he's saying actually holds weight, because
Okay.
obviously you're not doing that anymore. You had a weak moment. You held yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You do what you had to do on your end. And you're not taking care of your child the way you need to. So, if he wants to go ahead and think and believe what he wants to believe, then that's on him. But I'll tell you this: the women who maneuver and they let what people think of them control them usually lead the most miserable lives. So, if
Okay.
you want to be miserable, you can't. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know, if you don't want to be miserable, you can't take the things that come out of that person's mouth when you know that that situation is done and over with too personally.
You're right. And so like yeah, and yes, I do accept like when I was in recovery, hey, people make mistakes and depression can lead you to do, whatever, but as long as you come out accountable and for your mistakes, like you can move forward, right? So, I am deading that situation with my baby daddy and I'm never going to open that up. Obviously it was very fresh and it's really a bad idea to get together for a child. It literally takes you nowhere. But I was wondering also if I was to get into another relationship in the future, um, do I like I'm kind of traumatized by telling someone like my past, at this point, because it's like, should I tell the next person like, hey, I fell into drug abuse,
That's not
and
your business.
it's not like
I
it's
don't think
not like a withholding. Okay.
that's just not their business. I think there are things that we go through as people that should be shared with ourselves and maybe you know what I'm saying, a therapist.
Okay.
I don't. Depending on whether you're comfortable with who you're speaking to or not. But
Okay.
I don't think the people that we date or the people that we meet, especially early on, should know that type of information. No, it
Okay.
doesn't do anything for them, and it
Right,
doesn't.
because it was just a blip in time.
Also, I think what a lot of people think. I think a lot of people do believe that when you do share traumatic stories, it helps with a bond, and it does not.
Okay.
I think that's the rhetoric that we really do need to get rid of. Me telling you something really traumatic that happened to me in the past doesn't make you like me more or make you more sympathetic towards me. I don't think it does. So just watch what you tell people. That's it.
And then another question, it might be stupid, but like if I get into another relationship, how much should I share of like my past, my ex-husband, and like how, I don't want to overshare either, like how you were saying. So I just say it didn't work out and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, conflict of interest. I tell people this all the time. You don't think people ask me the same questions?
Oh, okay.
What happened to you? Conflict of interest.
Okay.
If they want more information, you don't have to say anything moving based off after that. That's all I need to share. So what does that mean? That's what it means. Conflict of interest. What she was interested in, what I was interested in, weren't the same things.
Period. Let's move on. Like next topic, next caller. Okay, okay,
All right.
okay. Thank you so much.
Hold on. All right.
All right, bye bye.
Damn, gang couldn't wait. Shit. All right. Yo, you're back.
Hello?
What's going on? What's the word? I can't hear you if you're speaking.
Can't? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's good?
Okay. I'm gonna finish my story from yesterday.
What was your story from yesterday?
Like I talked for a bit, but then you told me I'm in the car, you can't hear me.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I know this guy for 5 years. It's my ex, like we've been on and off. And can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You leave that, I can't hear you.
Okay. So I've been dating this guy for like 5 years, but it's on and off, like it's my ex. So he leaves and then he comes back. So what happens, like our relationship got toxic. He goes and cheats, but then he comes back to me, but like he lies to me a lot. Like he's like, "Oh no, I don't, this girl is just a friend." And then what I find later is he's talking to her and then hanging out with her. Then he stops talking to her and then he comes back to me.
Right.
So
And that's been happening for 5 years.
yeah, so like I
You,
know
you,
him.
you let that happen to you for 365 days, 5 times. Think about this for a second, user. Look, you have one life, right? One. You don't know when that life ends. You're just here until you can't be anymore, right? And you let another human being sit there and play in your face for 365 days in 1 year, 5 times.
It's like, so that's the thing, like it's like complicated because
There's nothing complicated about it. I think there's a hope, and in your mind, there's a goal that at some point he will change, and that he will finally pick you. But that will never happen. I think the biggest misconception is that I think women genuinely believe that a man could do something to you, they could cheat, so on and so forth, go mess with other people while they know you, and then come back and still feel a good way about you. That will never happen.
yeah, but like why does he always come back though?
Uh, well, let me ask you something. So, you know what a doormat is, right?
Yeah,
Right? You and I both know what a doormat is, right?
yeah.
So you put a doormat at the front of your door, right? So that when you walk in, you can clean off your feet, and you can keep your house as clean as possibly can. Now the doormat essentially receives the worst treatment in the crib because you're really just wiping off all the dirt on your feet on. But at the same time, it holds weight because your crib's gonna be clean, right? So why would this person leave you his doormat, right? Why would they get rid of you to somebody the person that picks up the worst treatment that you could possibly pick up on, right? And they just take it. Why would they leave you? Like, think about it for a second. Somebody that they know exactly who you are, what's going to happen, but when it happens, they do nothing about it.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that. It's because he also like went through a lot and like lots of trauma, and I also opened up about my trauma to him. But also
I gotta
like
ask you a question. So, what's the difference between how you've been maneuvering, what you've been allowing to happen for the past 5 years of your life, and a doormat? What's the difference?
but like I also left that part out, but I also cheated back on him.
Okay, what's the difference?
Like difference between who?
The
Like me and
doormat.
him.
That doesn't make it. What's the difference?
I guess there's no difference, but that's not what he tells me. Like now, he told me like he loves me and like he only after what happened recently, like he came back just last week and he only follows me right now and he's like, I will change, I'll never do it again. Like I'm so sorry.
He'll pick you one day. He'll pick you one day. One day
Like,
he's gonna, because I think what you don't understand is you're the girl that loves him more than you love. Because most guys have a girl like you, like one way or another. I mean, if I'm being real, there's always that one girl that a guy will have that quite literally loves the idea of him more than she loves herself. I'm telling y'all that right now. It's very common. That mindset that she has, is there. So, you know, you can sit up there and wait for this person to actually value you, but you don't even value yourself or anybody around you to value. So that's not really going to happen. But if you want to sit there and wait for it to happen, then by all means. But I can't tell you to, you know, not to do something you haven't been doing for 5 years.
Yeah, but can I ask your opinion about something? So like this is what happened. Like in November, like he was talking to a girl, but then he left the girl and he came back to me. It was just like a 1 week thing. But then he was with me till like we went to Vegas and stuff, and he stayed here till like April. And then in May, he's just randomly. Oh, by the way, I forgot that the guy is Muslim. And then he started like talking to another girl for like 2 months, and then he just came back to me like last week.
I'm assuming that you're Muslim too, right?
No,
Are you not?
no,
Okay, go ahead. I just go ahead.
I'm Christian.
Christian, okay.
Yeah, that's how I am. And he was talking to a Muslim girl, and then I have mutual friends in a friend group. They were hanging out. He was telling me he left the girl because she was crazy and stuff. And so that's why he came back to me. But then
Out of curiosity, would you convert um for him if you were to ask you at the end of the day?
I don't think so because my family would not let me.
So what's your goal here?
I mean, I tried to introduce him to my dad, but then he messed it up by going to that girl. But then he came back like literally last week.
But
And then
what's your goal? If y'all
today, yeah, I wanted to introduce him to my dad so we could get married.
married, how if y'all yeah, if you're a Christian, he's a Muslim, how would y'all get married?
Like sometimes like people keep their religion and still marry each other.
In what world?
Like some I have friends that their dad's Christian or the mom is Muslim and they get married.
Huh?
But he's not that religious. Like he literally
You would want
drinks
to
and stuff.
wait, so out of curiosity, even if that were you would want to get married to this person?
That's the thing, like he just came back and then he promised me he will change and stuff.
I mean, okay, I understand that you're his yo-yo, and he can throw you, and you're his, you know, you're his boomerang where he can throw you, and you'll come back whenever he if he does this, you'll run back. I understand that he owns your life, but at what point do you say, hey, I think I deserve more than this?
I I just have like a very strong attachment with him. Like
But why don't you attach yourself to something that could actually benefit you in this world? How does he benefit you besides the possibility of STDs? That's not even that's not even benefiting him. What am I talking about? How does he benefit you at all? Because what the only possibility is, like I said, you can't get STDs pregnancy. What that's not even benefit. What are we getting from this?
yeah,
But you see, the problem is, look, I'm gonna tell you, you have a very, 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 very big problem. Okay, and I need you to just look into this little terminology and really, whether you use ChatGPT, Google, search up what a pick me is. Okay, and how dangerous that can actually be for somebody. When you have like that pick me mentality, where it doesn't matter what the scenario is, you just want to win. You want to be the one that person chooses at the end. That's what you need to really dive into the lore of being a pick me. And once you realize what usually happens to pick me's, and you say, hey, I don't want this to happen to me, and I'm seeing a lot of the same behaviors, then you will actually be able to make a proper decision. Because me telling you what the obvious, hey, you shouldn't be dealing with this person, hey, this person is obviously not a good individual, they have no, you kind of see what I'm saying? Like then you will make that decision. But me literally saying that to you, like, or it's not gonna work. So
but that's the thing. Like, why does he come back each time if he's
good
done with
God,
me?
let me ask you. Didn't I just give you the doormat? So you don't believe the doormat analogy?
No, I did hear
You
it.
don't think guys really just some guys, especially when they aren't confident within themselves, they like what's easy. They like what's available. Who's gonna always make it make sense? Because you gotta understand, every girl isn't like you. Some girls will come across him and see who he is as a person and want nothing to do with him because of that. Doesn't matter how he looks. You understand who he is, and you are that way for you're good with it. You're okay with it.
That's
You
what happened. Like
accept it.
he told me he lives the girls, but they're crazy. But then I had a mutual friend who told me no, he lies and stuff, and the girls leaves, but then he acts like he doesn't. But then when I asked him, he said, "No, they're crazy."
I can't help you. You're obsessed. I can't help you.
Hello?
You're beyond. Hold on, Tima. Let me speak to her for a second. Just mute yourself.
All right.
Mute yourself. But yeah, this is just a very simple case of you are too far gone and too obsessed with this
Like
person. This right here actually may be I ain't gonna lie, I might be concerned for him a little bit here. I don't know what y'all. Hey, because y'all got to think about it. I'm being real with you. If you're willing to go through all that for real and experience what you experienced with this crazy ass nigga here, right?
yeah.
What would you be willing to do to keep him if you were to really just say, "I'm done with you for good"?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't leave him alone. Like I kept no color. I gave
No,
him.
I think you one of them that will go all the way with a nigga though, for real. Like if in any circumstance this man actually says, you know what, is done for real, like I'm not fucking with you, I don't know how you will take that. I'm concerned.
Yeah, but I don't think he will ever say that. Like he.
And you know what, love? I hope he doesn't. I hope he keeps you and keeps picking you after you mess with other girls, okay?
But like that's the thing. Is he ever gonna change, or is he just gonna do this?
Nah, but that doesn't matter to you though, because you just like the idea of a man more than you like yourself. So that it will override it every time. Even if he doesn't change, you're gonna make it make sense. So keep doing that until you're tired.
The thing is, like, I opened up. Like I know him for 5 years. You have to know that too. And we also have been intimate together.
And guess what? And if you wait another 5 or 10, it will just be 10 years. It means nothing.
So is he lying that he said, "Oh, I'm gonna introduce you to my family, and you're gonna be the one"?
Ask you a genuine question. If you were a guy and you were really genuine about how you felt about somebody, would you have to keep leaving them?
No.
Okay, there's your answer.
But he's like, "I don't know. I can't control it. That's why I keep coming back."
Anyways, what's the word, Tima? How you doing, man?
Hey, so you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I just want to know who's wrong in this situation, or like, is he being wrong? Okay, so I've been with my boyfriend, whatever. So like, my ex passed away, right? And I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I just told him. Like I just told him on some. I just said I'm 25.
Okay, how old is he?
He's 25.
Okay, both 25. Okay, so your ex passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I just told him. I was just like, so first before I even told him, I was like, what if like somebody you was with told you that their ex died? Like, how would you feel about it? He was like, I wouldn't care. Okay, understandable. You wouldn't give a fuck. But then he was like, I was like, fuck. He was like, hold on, let me get my story straight.
All good. Take your time because I want it to be accurate. So
Right.
yeah.
So, I forgot what I asked for him to say this, but then he was like, I'm gonna be like, I'm smoking on him, this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Wait, I'm smoking on him?
Yeah, he said he was gonna be like dragging and shit. But me, I'm just like, I just wanna let it like, so I'm just, in my head, I'm just like, I just wanna let it out and say it. So I was like, okay, promise me you're not gonna do the most if I tell you that what about ex's died. He said, all right. So I told him, and he just started dragging, and I got mad, but I just let it go. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna laugh it off, whatever. The next day goes by, and he's posting about it on Instagram. Why are we doing that? Like, now you're just doing a lot.
Was this somebody that he knew or
No, like it was just like it's literally just my ex. That's all it is.
So he doesn't know the ex. How long have you been with this person?
I've been with him for like a year and a half.
A year and a half relationship, or is it more like y'all like in a
relationship? Yeah, like relationship.
No, okay, you've been in a relationship with this person.
But okay, and I will say like the ex wouldn't leave me alone for some time. Like he wouldn't leave me alone.
Oh, so the context of this is the ex that is in question used to always try you while you were in a relationship with him.
Right.
And so, okay, so that kind of built animosity from his end. Because he kept trying you regardless of you being in that relationship. And so he eventually passed away, but he didn't know that he passed away.
Yeah, and I just told him. But my thing is like, why would you sit here and beg me to tell you? Like, he was like, just tell me. I'm not gonna sit there. Just tell me. Just tell me. Like, he kept saying that. I
I
tell
mean,
you.
he's still technically wrong, but at the end of the day, if some the way some people work and how they operate, which I wouldn't necessarily say should be the way they operate, but they're very unforgiving. So if a guy, especially if he felt like he's been disrespected by a man for however long, and he was in a relationship with you, and the guy would still try you, so on and so forth, he may feel as though this is how I feel about that guy specifically. Do I think that he should have went about it that way? Absolutely not. It is very immature.
Exactly,
That
childish.
is
And then I'm
childish.
calling him childish. I'm saying this and that. He get the, oh, you must have really cared about him, this, that, and the third. I'm not saying to you like you're disrespecting him. I'm not saying like I feel bad for him, nothing. I just literally told you he
I mean,
passed.
it's okay if you feel bad for the dude. I mean, he
I
passed
mean,
away.
like it's fucked up, but it's not like I'm like mourning. Like I'm like,
Out of
damn.
curiosity, but what was even the point of this whole question? Why did you tell him this? Like, what was the point of you even telling him this information though? Just
That's
out
what
of
I'm.
curiosity.
That's what I'm thinking now. That's why I'm like, am I wrong for even saying anything? But me, I'm just
Yeah,
the
but
type
you
of
knew
person.
the thing about it is you knew you was gonna get that reaction from him because you knew he already didn't like the dude though. And you already obviously you've been with the guy for a year and a half. You know the type of person that he is as well. So you going ahead and you let the person know that the person that he quite literally doesn't like passed away. I mean, that's even when he had no relation to him at all. You're damn near fishing for that attention.
I mean, I
But y'all
wouldn't.
both weird as hell if you're asking me.
I'm just. It just come like I don't know. I said it because I just like let it out type of thing, like a venting type
Yeah,
of
you
thing.
literally sat there. No, you literally sat there and thought about it. Let's be real. And then you said, because you know what I'm saying, like you're vetting with this person that you knew they had a negative history. You knew who he was gonna violate. So,
So you think I'm wrong for even saying something?
but hell, he doesn't know it. Like that's not his people's. He don't got no positive relationship with this person at all. Why are you telling him that they died? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, all right. So I guess I'm wrong. But moving forward, like, what do I do about him keep bringing him up? Like, I just wanted to be like, just
if
stop
you
bringing
feel
it
as
up,
though it's
just leave it up.
disrespectful, then break up, love.
No, it's not even like disrespectful. It's
It
just
is
like,
disrespectful that he's speaking that way on somebody that's not here no more. If you feel as though that's what it is and it's immature, then break up.
you think it's that deep to break up?
I mean, clearly you do because you're here asking me about it this
No, I'm
point.
just like, how do I go
For
about it?
sure.
Like, how do I go about him keep bringing it up? Like, I don't
You gotta
know.
think about it. He's posting it on social media.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess the conversation's over.
Also, like, if you don't think that that will translate to other things as well, if you don't genuinely believe that it would, especially when in regards to you, then that's another level of delusion that you're gonna have to handle. If you don't think that it will be the same on your end, if you don't
Like,
think it will translate, then I mean you have a problem.
what do you
How
mean?
he's moving with this scenario right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
What it boils down to on both ends, I would say it's a character thing as well. So it's not just about how he feels about the individual, what the person may have done to him in the past. It boils down to character. So that's not the type of person that you'd ideally want to be with, anyways. And again, I'm not taking any of the responsibility, the role that you played from it, but at all. But I'm just giving you just the outside perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So I sit in as that.
Well, I guess that's that. Appreciate the conversation.
Appreciate you having on, man. Yeah, she's not gonna leave him. You know what she's gonna do when she gets off this live? She's gonna chalk it up as, yeah, I shouldn't have told him shit about that nigga anyways. That's what she's gonna chalk it up as. No, that's on me. I shouldn't have told him. If I ain't tell him, this wouldn't even be a thing. That's what she's gonna do. What's the word? It was good. Can you hear me? No? No, I guess not then. You know, I think they're both wrong. But again, the fact that she's still with that person, given the fact of what he said, and she even laughed with him, I mean, you know, that's really the problem. So, it was good.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you. It was good.
Hey, so
I think I just need perspective from like the male side, because it's kind of like, I don't want the story to be too long, but basically I met this guy and we got along really, really well. Actually, last year, so like it's been like 9 months, and we've been dating and just getting to know each other. And just a little bit of history: I took a really long break from dating just because I was in a really toxic relationship, and so
So
I needed to.
after that break, and I'm pretty sure did a good number on you as well.
Yeah,
You
so
decided to be in
this
a
was
9 month talking
before.
phase.
So this was before I started meeting this guy, before I met this guy. I had a toxic relationship that went on and off for a couple of years, and then I took a break, and then I was just, just figuring myself out, and then I met this guy, and I was like, okay, I think I want to take him seriously. And I was like, okay, I actually really like him, so I'm gonna get to know him and go on dates before I make anything official, before I actually do too much, investing myself into someone that I don't really know. And me and this guy decided that we're actually gonna, take it a little bit more serious than just dating around. And everything was going well. And I think that we're young, so we met in college, like freshman year. So I think that he was just more so worried that
Out of curiosity, how old are y'all now?
I'll be 20.
Okay,
So we're kind of like young,
21
but
plus, 21 plus. But fast forward that situation, you're in a 9 month talking phase with somebody that's also in college with you. He has no interest in you on that level. He doesn't care about the trauma that you've had. And he's quite literally using you. If you don't believe me, sit there and wait. You'll see it in a couple months. But 21 plus. Saudi, what's the word?
Hey, so
Yeah.
I have been seeing this guy for I guess since like the beginning of the year. And we met because we used to go to high school together, and I'm about to be 25. We're both 24. Okay, so that's how long we've known each other.
Okay.
And so, like, after we graduated, he went away to college and I stayed back home. And when he would come visit, we would just sleep around. And that's how I saw it. It was whatever. I don't, I didn't think nothing of it. I never thought in my head ever seeing a future with him. It was just kind of like whenever he came back to town, we would just like
Yeah,
mess
yeah.
around.
You just had that
So
cycle tried. Okay.
recently, I would say like the past year or so, his dad got sick with like ALS, and so him and his siblings have had to take full-time care of him, and so he's had to quit school, come back home. Anyway, since he's been home, that was like a year or so ago. This year, I would say earlier this year, me and him started hanging out some more, just going on dates, but it was very like spread out. Like I would say like weeks on end. And this happened for like months. And then there was one point where I had asked him, we'd gone to like this game, this basketball game, and after the game I was like, "Hey, so is this like just friendly, or like what's going on?" And he, took some time to think about it, but he was like, he's like, "I don't want it to be just friendly." He's like, "I want it to be more than just friendly." But he said with like his dad having ALS, he said that he feels conflicted with how much like emotional support he can give me, given the fact that he has a full-time thing with his
But
dad.
you also got to think about it. So it's before the ALS diagnosis, which that shit is no joke, by the way, right? So I'm not taking away from the severity of that at all. That shit is no joke. But before that, he was still on that same time with you. He never looked at you and said, "Hey, this is the girl I wanted to commit to on that level." You've always just been easy to him. So, especially given the fact that he's going through what he's going through right now, you can, to no degree, expect him to, you know what I'm saying, given the person who wasn't already giving you that type of attention, for him to give it to you, given what he got going on now. You're still just going to be the person that's been easy for him the entire time.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let me continue until we get to like now. So after that, right? He said that, and I said, "All right," and that didn't really sound like a real answer to me. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna think about that, and I will let you know." And that's it. And that's all I said. And so he said, "Okay," and we hugged it out. We left it at that, and I was just gonna take some time to really kind of think about like, okay, he's pretty much letting me know that he doesn't know if he can give me what I need, but he doesn't know that yet. He's just pretty much letting you know he doesn't know if he has that capacity. That's what I'm getting from that, based on like his home dynamic and like where his father's at. So I'm like, okay, he's being honest.
But yeah,
He's
out of
being
curiosity,
honest.
did he when you said that to yourself? I'm just asking you a question.
Mhm.
Did you think about how he didn't have the capacity before the diagnosis?
I before the diagnosis, or before me and him
Yeah,
started
he
seeing each
didn't have
other.
the capacity then either before the diagnosis.
But when we were just sleeping around before his dad got diagnosed and all that kind of stuff, I just wasn't seeing him that way. I will say, okay, this
It's
was
not
the
about how you were seeing him. He didn't give a
I
fuck about how you were seeing him. He gave a
yes.
fuck that.
Well, you're asking me about capacity. I'm just like, oh no, I've always thought he's had the capacity. He's always had the. Hold on, I think I'm confused on what your question.
Yeah, my question is basically like, but just before, because he's letting you know, hey, I'm not in the mental space at this point to be able to give you that type of attention. But I'm saying prior to the diagnosis and what he had going on now, that was still the energy that he was giving you. Like he never saw you like that on that level.
Like when we were just fucking around.
Yes, and I think you're trying to throw how you felt during that time into it, but niggas never cared about how the girl felt as long as she's
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So listen. So, yeah. Okay. So hold on. Let me continue, because then I'm like, okay, yes,
yeah.
I get that. And this was also years ago. It's also taking me years to kind of learn some self-worth, learn some boundaries, understand, like, to really watch a man's actions more than listen to his words. And like, it's taking me some time to really learn, get in this dating game. So years now, right? Now we've been like, he's been hitting me up like, hey, I want to see him. Like, okay, let's get coffee, let's do this. And so every time I see him, I'm like, okay, let's go out. Let's go out. Okay, let's not be in the house. Let's not do that. Okay, so he's cool. He's like, all right, cool. So we've been going out. That was spaced out. And then I would say, like, after I said, okay, I'm going to think about it, I probably didn't text him for like a month and a half, maybe. And one night I was like, okay, I want to, I want to see what he's doing. It's a Friday night. And I hit him up and he was like, hey, I can't tonight. I'm seeing someone. And I said, all right, cool. It's cool. And I left it at that. I said, it is what it is. And maybe like a month later, he hits me up and he's like, hey, did you maybe want to hang out? And I said, sure. And so we hung out. We went out again, just talked. And I said, so what happened with that? And he said, it just didn't work out. It just wasn't what I wanted, all of this. And I said, okay, so what about me and you? And he said, he had said something like that. Pretty much, he compared us, but not to compare us, but he pretty much said that it was just easier to talk to me and this kind of thing. And I was like, okay, that's nice to hear. That's good to hear. And I had told him, he's like, okay, why did you hit me up? Like, why are you open to, talking now? And I said, well, I figured that after you said that you were seeing someone, I felt like maybe I had lost out or maybe I'd missed a blessing. And so I thought, damn, like, it is what it is. Maybe I missed out. And then, you pop back up and I thought, okay, I don't want to miss this opportunity. So I said, yeah, let's hang out.
No, out of curiosity, I just see. I wouldn't even call her a placeholder though, again, because he's not trying to have her hold a place. She's holding the place herself. Like, yeah, I could understand. I would call her a placeholder if like he was trying really to keep her. Like he's not consistent. He's not really talking.
Wait. So then
hold on.
let me.
No, they're calling you a placeholder. I'm like, I don't think that's what you are like to him.
I know. Let me finish.
Yeah.
So then, after I told him, I said, you know what? I am just gonna go with my heart, and I just admitted to him that I liked him. I said, you know what? I like you. Even if he didn't like me back, I'm just gonna say it because for me personally, it bugs me more to like keep it in if I feel some type of way about something. So I just, huh?
You were already showing him that with the constant asking him out, the constant you asking him before, what is this? Like he already knew that you liked him. It's just he never liked you back on that level. He liked the fact that you were willing to fuck. Yes.
So well, no, I didn't fuck you. I didn't fuck. Well, before that, I fucked, yes, months ago. But hold on. I fucked prior to us going on dates this year. Like before when we were.
I wasn't on your accord. I'm saying he hasn't tried to be on that type of time with you. I'm saying whenever he tried to be on that with you for real, because you gotta remember one of the reasons why you aren't getting picked here, which is what you want so desperately, is because he's still a little. Is because doing it throughout this entire tenure, he's still looking for other people that he may like that he would actually like. So he's still dating around. You've just always been there. That's all.
Yes. So that's what I thought too. So I'm like, okay, I feel like, but I also feel like because this is also two choice. Like I'm also choosing him too, besides not me just being chosen or whatever, even though it's not like a thing to be chosen, but like me picking him, I hadn't picked him before because I felt that he was a safe choice, and that I think was wrong. And so me saying like, oh, I feel like I missed out when I, you know, just pretty much stopped talking to him after I said the what are like, you know, what are we conversation. And like he didn't reach out either. And I said, well, you didn't reach out either. And he said, well, you know, I didn't know what to say to you and you know what to say to me. And I was like, you know, I don't know. After that, I would say after that point, okay, I'm telling you right now, I don't text him unless we have like actual plans, unless I'm like, hey, do you want to go to this game? Hey, do you want to go to this watch party? Okay, but other than that, like clockwork, every single week, he has hit me up, asked me to hang out, go do something, like, and it's just been the only thing I will say lacking from other relationships or other like guys I've dated is that he's being very consistent for the past like, and this has been happening since I told him I liked him.
He's been consistent with what?
He's been consistent with staying connected and staying in touch and staying like coming over and us hanging out and us making plans and us like saying like he's like, hey, I was just thinking about you. Like,
I haven't done any. Oh, I see what's
no,
going
we've slept together. We've slept together.
Your purpose here, love. Your
I know.
purpose. So
I know.
what can you possibly be looking for from somebody that you know wants you for nothing more than the coochie that you've been giving him for years? What could you do with that? Tell me.
I don't know how to say it to you because it's like, I mean, like you're saying like, oh, you've been giving him coochie for years, and it's like, I guess once a year is considered giving him coochie for years.
The breaks don't hold weight. It's just whenever he's ready for it, whenever he truly just wants that, you're there to give it to him. That's all he cares about. He's never wanted to consistently date you. He's never pursued you on that level ever. You know this.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but then now he's doing it where I don't hit. I'm telling you, I don't text him. Like, I will literally like be all like, okay, I'll miss him and I'll think about him, but I'll be like, I'm not gonna text him
because he doesn't have anybody else at this moment. Like he told you, he said that. Hey, I this was going on between me and Shorty. It didn't work out, and he contacted you for, you know what I'm saying, for what he wanted. So my problem is, here's what you're not understanding. Okay, I don't know if it's because you're too far gone or it's because you genuinely don't understand. Well, actually, let me ask you. Let me ask the basic question before we even get there.
Yeah.
Do you like yourself?
I love myself.
Love yourself. For sure.
Love myself.
Okay, who do you like? You're lying, but I'm gonna tell you how in a second. Who do you like more or love more, you or him?
Me.
Do you feel like you love you more than him?
I feel like I love me more than him. Yes.
All right.
I feel like you think that I can't say no to him, or that I can't like cut him off like cold turkey.
I think this man has violated you on multiple occasions throughout the years, rejected you on multiple occasions, and you're still there fucking him. So
wait, hold on. I want you to listen. I want you to list where
he has rejected
where he rejected me specifically, and where I also agreed that he like. Tell me where he. Okay, yes, you reiterate.
You and I both know that he rejected you on multiple occasions, love. Like you and I both know that he's been avoiding any type of real emotional connection to you for years. You can sit here and lie, but this is the information that you're even giving me. You and I both know this. Right?
I think what I'm trying to tell you is that, and I know this is gonna sound so stupid, and y'all are gonna be all like, nah, she's in denial. I think I have been the one avoiding emotional connection with him for years. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now. You wanna know who initiated fucking? Me. You wanna know who did that? Me. And you don't wanna know who didn't care after that when he texted me? Me. But then recently, that's when I.
No. Mom, let her. No, I need her on here. I need y'all to listen to this. I need her on here. No. I need her on here ASAP. Please request. No, I need her. Hold on. Request again. I need y'all to hear this though. This is what you call coping. This is probably the pinnacle. It is It doesn't get worse. Just listen to her. I want you to sit back and listen to how far it can get if you let shit slide for too long. Listen, go ahead. Break it
Okay,
down.
hold up. I'm gonna tell you right now. I understand like what your position is here, and it is to really save people from wasting their time with people who aren't
I
meant
can't save people. I'm a person like everybody else, right? I
yeah,
can't
yeah, yeah.
save people.
Yeah, but you can only give the best advice to try to help somebody out and be all like, listen, that person, like, they not, and I get it. Okay. I'm telling you right now, I've listened to a lot of badass stories on your shit, okay? And I'm not in denial, and I'm not trying to cope or nothing like that. I'm just trying to let you know my story because I am confused. I I do like him as a person. I think he's a very good guy. Like he's a good guy.
Right there.
But I feel like, yes, do I feel like my emotional needs are getting met right now? Cool, he's consistent. Do I know where this is going? No. And that's the part that I'm very like, I don't know where this is going. Right now it's good. He's very consistent. I don't have to chase him. I don't have to like reach out for him or do any of that stuff. And we don't have to be fucking. We could just kick it, be cool. But the relationship is just good. It flows. It's well. And right now I'm just like, I don't know where it's going.
Sadia, I'm just gonna give you a very general perspective of where you're at, okay? See, Sadia, I've been doing this long enough, and I've also been in my own personal situations to where I know where things could get, right? You're in a spot now where this is the result of you not addressing what needed to be addressed from the very beginning, and you not moving how you needed to move from the very beginning with somebody who didn't have the same interest that you had, okay? First of all, you try to convince yourself that you were okay with friends and benefits in the beginning. He used you for that and abandoned you when he left for college, right? Came back because of a serious issue. You thought that maybe because of this serious issue, you would have maybe bonded with him a little bit more because you were there for him and you were still a support, but it never happened. So what you're not realizing is over time, your mind is transforming. It's adapting to each and every scenario he puts in front of you. Just because you won't leave him alone for real. You can't get on.
I know, but you're okay. So let's say okay. Let's say next time he hits me up.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Okay.
The problem is, this is quite literally the definition of being brainwashed. The fact that you could even remotely make this shit make sense or even be a part of this type of shit, right, is the bigger problem that you're not seeing. The fact that you could communicate, this is literally what happens when you deal with the wrong person for too long. I mean, if you've been on my live long enough, you will see it all the time in different ways. But this is what it is, though. And now you're on this live defending and putting on your best lawyer act for somebody that would never do the same thing for you ever.
I'm not trying to do this. Exactly. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just asking you, okay, so next time, let's say he hits me up, asks to, hey, I want to see you, want to hang out. Do you want to do something? I just ignore. I don't do anything.
The problem is,
I don't say yes.
I could tell you to do that, but you're so inspired by this man.
No,
Right.
listen, honey. No, listen. I follow directions very well, and y'all think I'm so I'm not attached to him. Like I'm not in love with him. Like so, you tell me what to do. I'll do it. I promise.
No, but you know what to do already. Obviously, if somebody's treating you that way, you leave them. Don't let nobody treat you like that, right? Or treat you as though you're just an option to them, because that's what you are. You're not a priority to them. You know you're an option. So what I want you to do is not be comfortable being an option. That's just not it. You can't say that this person is not doing it, they're not doing that, when you don't even treat yourself right, which is why I asked you, do you like yourself? You don't. I can't say I like myself, right? When my actions and how well I treat myself is completely dependent on how much I like the next person. I cannot.
So what? Because just because I started sleeping with this guy, I don't love myself.
Absolutely. 110%.
What? Wait, women can't want to have sex.
But that's not your case.
But that is my case. That's what I'm trying to tell. Yes, I'm trying to tell you. I initiated the sex because I wanted to fuck. I wanted to fuck. Like, yes, I did that.
And there is more of a goal coming from you, though. Here's what I'm saying to you, right?
It wasn't a goal. Like, I'm not saying it's a prize. If
this was one of those case and scenarios where, let's say, for instance, maybe it's for one sex work, maybe it's like you said, maybe a one night stand, or let's say for instance is one of them scenarios where I mean, yes, let's say for instance it's just friends with benefits. There's no feelings involved. It's very rare. It doesn't happen like that, especially after a long period of time. Let's say for instance that were the case. That's what that is. There's no feelings involved in that. You're sitting up here waiting to get picked by somebody. That's not what that is. I mean, if you wanna, and you keep thinking that you fucking and you doing all the things is gonna eventually evolve into something like you're asking me, and it's not. So that's what I'm telling you. If you want to sit there and pop your shit for whoever the fuck you want to pop your shit for, you're going to dope. My job is to let you know what's not going to work and what is going to work. Keep popping it though, love, in hopes.
Okay.
But
Well, hold on. Before you put a label on my name, I don't be popping it for nobody. But yes, this man, I did pop it for because we knew each other in the past, and that was whatever.
You don't have to explain why you did it. You're an adult.
That was whatever. I know it's just I know it is the way that you are portraying it, where it's like.
It's not. I'm literally reflecting exactly what you're saying to me. I'm repeating what you're saying to me.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
I didn't come up with no new scenario. I'm literally repeating exactly the information that you gave me. And the fact that you're saying that it looks like this, what does that tell you?
That is telling me everything. Yes, exactly what I was hoping to hear is that, like, okay, so right now, right? Last time I saw him was last weekend. And my thing is like, okay, the next time, let's say he hits me up, because I'm not going to hit him up. Like I told you, like, I don't be hitting him up. I was like, okay, what do? I don't do nothing. Right? I don't say anything. I don't text back. I don't do anything. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, yes.
Okay.
I don't understand why you don't just block this person and put it all to you know.
I think blocking is excessive. That's for someone that you hate. I don't think it's excessive, but I will stop talking. Like that's cool. I could cut somebody off. I could not talk to somebody.
You're not even trying to help yourself. I'm trying to help you help you. Okay? It's not about hate. It's not about what blocking entails. I'm trying to help you help yourself. You've been stuck in a cycle of absolutely nothing, bottom of the barrel relationships for an entire however many years. I'm trying to say, hey, sometimes in order for us to experience something different, we got to do something different or take a different approach, right?
Okay, yeah. So, if I don't want to be one of those dumb bitches that's like, oh no, I don't want to cut him off. No, that's stupid. But for the next one, let's say next time, would you recommend me being more firm, I guess, like on boundaries, I guess, immediately?
Why not? Yes. Like I said, if you the more I'm gonna tell you this, right? Sorry, see, the more you grow to love yourself, the more that becomes a given. You get what I'm saying? So again, when you actually you're not where you need to be, right? Especially self-esteem wise, however you treat yourself will always be dependent on who you're dealing with at the time.
Do you think I should bring up boundaries? Do you think I should bring up boundaries when the situation comes up or beforehand, like way beforehand, like, hey, first date, like this is what I do and do not tolerate? Or should I do it as they come? Like if he does something that crosses my boundary, I'd be like, hey, I don't like that. And then move from there.
But then, technically speaking, if we're adults, you're dating the right person. Either way, it works because none of us are perfect, and you have to learn each other when we're dating, right? But what I'm saying to you is, this shouldn't ideally be your concern now. I think what you should concern yourself and start, because you already have the wrong mindset, right? You're already thinking about what's next. What's next? Let's think about now and what you're doing and what you're going for. You have to really zone into what you're going for and why you're going for it. That way, you can put an end to it completely. But you can't think, you're thinking about moving on and what I should do with the next person and should I go about it this way or that?
I'm asking you for dating advice for in the moment, like let's say, like I'm asking you for like clearly this guy's not it, okay? So I'm trying to ask you for future advice, and you're over here like, oh, you're thinking about the future. I'm like, well, yes, because I'm trying to ask you advice on the next.
I answered your question directly, and then I let you, and then I got to, hey, just so you know, you're still thinking about the wrong thing. But I did answer your question directly, did I not?
Yes.
Okay, so let's focus. But that's it and that's that. You don't have to argue with me. You don't have to be defensive with me. At the end of the day, I want everybody on here to win. I don't know you personally, never will see you. But if you want to continue to live a certain type of lifestyle and have people do whatever they want with you, and then you give yourself to the wrong people, by all means, keep doing that. That's on you as an adult. But I'm here to tell you that you don't have to. That's it and that's that.
Thank you. The best I could respond to that is that, yeah, of course, I don't want to deal with people that obviously don't want to deal with me. And, you know, coming on here asking you for this advice is to, you know, just set it straight. Like, hey, yeah, I guess, if he's not choosing me up front, then what's the point of
You should never
asking?
want
What
to
is
get
even the
picked by
point of
nobody,
even
love.
questioning it?
Regardless.
What is even the point of even questioning it? Like, you know, it's kind of like, okay, well, when do guys know? Like when should a guy know? Like,
Again, you're too concerned about what a man thinks and what he wants, and not about what you want and how things should go within your program.
listen,
That's the problem.
I know that I like loyalty, respect,
Clearly not.
and well, how not? What's wrong?
Because
Where?
you're associating with somebody that's never been loyal to you and that's always been looking for other people while dealing with
No,
you. That's
well,
not loyalty.
hold on. I will say that I'm gonna say that because I'm not gonna fuck with someone who I don't trust with my gut. Okay, and I will say, I will vouch that he's a good guy, like a good person. Now,
Why
if he's a good
has he never
partner,
committed to you?
not sure,
Why has
but
he
I
never
will say
committed
that
to you?
when he told me, we haven't. This is why we had
Hey,
like
you
we
get
haven't.
inside.
No,
Look.
this is the reason why. This is the reason why. Actually, this is the reason why I got on here in the first place, was because I wanted to ask you about the whole, like, actually bringing up the what are we conversation after we've been seeing each other.
You wouldn't have to do that if he
But
wasn't doing anything with you. He's known you for years. He never wanted it. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. If me as a person, right?
you're right, he's known me for years, and this is the first time that he's ever consistently, like. So that's the part I'm confused about. I'm like, yeah, he's known me for years, and the first time he's actually
consistently asking you how you were doing, like, bro, or he started consistently pulling up on you when he knows what he's gonna get when he gets there. Like, he's not doing anything that's worth being considered, considering the consistency part.
How would he know he's gonna get it when he gets there? When he comes over, we don't fuck all the time. Like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, we just hang out.
Yeah, I do when he wants to though.
No, we do what I want to.
And that makes it better.
Yeah, that makes them. Yes, we do what I want to when I want to do it. I think that's great, and I think that him being consistent with it is nice. It's showing that he's clearly interested, but I don't know how interested.
You are grasping onto any little bit of control you have no control over.
Listen. Okay, the only thing I will say, and this may not be enough experience for you, but all of my close friends, coworkers, outside coworkers, close friends, they're all in long-term relationships. Okay? And so I ask them time, like, you know, here and there, you know, about some things. I don't try to butt into their relationship or anything like that because that's inappropriate, but I do ask them for some advice. And, you know, I'm not saying that I'm following exactly by their rule book, but, like, I don't know. I'm asking everybody for answers and y'all just giving me different answers. That's all.
I don't keep fucking with him.
I'm not gonna keep fucking with him, but I'm just saying that, like, I'm just like, okay,
love, don't listen
it's been to this point. I guess, should I just let it go?
Sadia,
I'm cool.
Listen to the coworkers that are in the long-term relationships. All right, they're right about you keeping him around, and that maybe one day he'll pick you. I hope he does. I really do hope he does. You put in a lot of hard work, Sadia. You were very
I don't have to put in any work. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't have to put in any work. Like, I'm confused on what you're not getting. Like, you keep thinking like, oh, you're giving it to him and you have to extend yourself and you got to give him your time. And I'm like, no, I don't have to do any of that. He hits me up when it's convenient, and then he comes to me, and then he picks me up, and we go out, and he pays, and that's nice. But the only difference is that it's been consistent, but there's been no, like, what are we conversation. Like, he's doing the things, he's doing the dating things, but those got brought up. And then also don't forget that his dad is sick. That's also a big part.
And I really do, and I really am sorry about what's going on with his dad. But why do you keep bringing his dad into this?
Well, that's because I'm like, I don't know if that's a big factor. I'm like, I've never had a sick parent.
I'm telling you, you have reached a whole different level of delusion. And I'll say this, right, Sadia? This is actually crazy. But I'm telling you, the reason why I'm having this go so long is because I really do want y'all to see what I don't want y'all to get to in this. And if it gets,
oh my God.
I'm being real. I don't want y'all. I don't want y'all to get to
It's
this point.
been, you're saying I've gone too far. It's been maybe like 6 months and I'm just asking. And I don't even like, I'm not even in love with this man, bro. I'm just asking you, bro. That's crazy.
That hasn't been 6 months.
Bro, I've literally come on here, asked for advice, and all you've done is belittle me and tell me that, oh, I'm delusional and that I don't know what I'm, and that, like, oh, I'm far too gone. I'm like, bro, I just came on here, asked you for fucking advice, man.
I've answered your question. I've spent a lot of time speaking to, and I've broken it down in multiple.
Thank you very
Ways.
much. Thank
And
you so much for your time.
if you think to any degree that all I am doing is belittling you, or that's to go here, then you have a much bigger problem. You have a victim problem, right? There's no reason. I talk to everybody the same way on here.
You have an accountability problem. Like, it's cool. Like, listen, I'm trying to be cool with you, bro. Like, I'm just trying to. You have an account. Okay, let's hang up because accountability.
She just be talking. Like, what the fuck is she talking about accountability? Like, what the fuck is she talking about on my live, bro? How the fuck did it get to me having an accountability problem when I've explained to you in so many different ways how to. Oh my god. Yo, I'm gonna be real though. Shit, I mean, I don't know if having a girl that's that determined as a guy is a good or a bad thing, bro. Like, is that? I mean, I don't know. Is that a good or bad thing for the guy at least? It's weird. Sabrina, what you doing, man? What's the word? Do you hear me? She probably ain't even get up here for real. Let's see who we got. Thanks.
Hey, period.
What's going on, man?
Oh, hey. I didn't think I was gonna get accepted so fast. That's crazy. Okay, so where do I start? Like,
Are you walking somewhere?
yes. Situation.
No. It's just I was hearing the pen. What? What's going on, man?
Okay, so actually, he does have my TikTok. I don't know how to do in this live. But, y'all, so basically, this dude hit me up. What?
Hit me when you get back to the crib. I can't hear shit you saying.
Bro, I can't.
All I'm hearing is wind, gang.
No. Wait.
Wow.
Wait, how do voice isolation? Okay. Okay, it's okay. Bye.
Gangster. Okay.
How do I?
Yeah, I don't know, gang. Let's see. She did say he had her TikTok though, so. All right, hold on. What's good? What's good?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's going on?
Okay, anyways. So I'm trying to see like if I'm being dramatic, right? But I was talking to this guy for like 5 months or whatever, and then I saw him texting girls on Instagram. And like after that, like, I didn't trust him, and I was like, every time he would go out, I would like blow up his phone and be like,
How old are you guys? Just off that one. How old are you?
20,
How old are you guys?
20.
21. That's why you was doing that, man. Appreciate you dropping on. Hey, 21 plus. See that sometimes you can tell off the first initial like 10 seconds, yeah. Started blowing up his phone. Why would you do that? All right, man. I need somebody 21 plus, man. Who got something for me, man? Who has got something for me on here at 21 plus? Yeah, I don't know what she got going on, y'all. I posted some of what's so called. I would never. Yeah, I gotta post it on my whatchamacallit, my Instagram story. That's why I screenshot. It's good. It was good. I'm trying to get more people on my Instagram on here. I know this is strictly TikTok live though, but you know I got another audience on there that I want to be involved. Yeah, you funny as hell. I don't know, but who got something? Who got something? Faith. All right, let's do Faith, man.
No, no, no.
Swear.
Hey KayB,
Good.
I'm good too. Thing is, we didn't get to finish our last discussion because you had someone coming at your door the last time I tried to cut them out and you had to go, so I couldn't finish what we got
Okay.
going on.
Okay. Go ahead.
So
What's going on?
I'm gonna do a quick recap. So remember, I,
You got your headphones
I,
in?
I, yes, I do. Do I need to take them off?
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be better. We'll hear you a lot better. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. So remember the last time we chatted, it was a matter of like, okay, I met this dude in my teens. We fell in love and the shebang bang. We had a kid. Then I found out he was down low. And then I also found out that he was married to a German man. And then now they're trying to get custody of my kid and whatever. So you were still trying to understand the court custody shit. That's past us. You know what I'm saying? That's like way past us at this point because we both have our legal teams dealing with it. But now it's the point of he is heavily trying to get like my son involved in his life and what he got going on. And then I'm trying to also like not like you see the whole stereotype of like baby mamas holding their kids back. I'm trying to not fit into that, but I feel like it's so guaranteed at this point. Like it's begging me at this point. I'm
Yeah.
just
Well,
like,
her baby father now lives with the German man that he's married to. Right.
yes,
There you go.
yes. And they travel the world a lot and they be doing way too much. And I'm just like, I'm not about that life. Like, yo, guys, I don't know what to do because he be like, I want to be, and I get the part where he wants to be a part of his child's life, but I'm just like, you're crazy. Like, you hid your whole self from me for years.
Yeah. This was something that you weren't made aware of. So you know,
Mm,
I think you feel how you feel is obviously valid. Like 100%.
yeah. And thing is, everyone is saying like fight for custody. I've tried that, but like South African courts are always like, yeah, the child's interest is at best, and the child is better off with like experiencing both parents. And at this point, I'm just like, yeah, yes, sis. So I'm trying to hear your thoughts on this particular subject. It's outside of like the whole toxic dating world. I'm trying to hear this part
I just think
because,
it's one of those things, Sandra, where it's like, um, again, you weren't told that this was the life that he ideally was living, and so you were blindsided by this information. You ended up separating. Some people may say it may have been planned. I think instead of planning that, he could have done something much different, right? That's just how I think. But it's one of them things where, like you said, it's in the courts, not being handled there. The only thing that you can do from your end is to see if you could really just nullify or just minimize the issues in the best way you possibly can. Because technically speaking, right, because of how the courts are already ruling, you can't take the child away from him, or there's not much you can do on that
yeah, I
end.
can't do. I
Yeah,
think is the difference is so crazy because like he is like a fashion designer and he's like got all this money with the German guy. I'm talking about they introduced my son to the baby. He apparently is my son's favorite artist and what you call this other Nigerian artist, I forgot his name, but like all my son's favorites, he's got that shit on lock and I can't compete where I can't compare. I'm trying to pay the bills, take him to school, pay for his sports, and I'm just like I don't know how to compete with favoritism right now. And my son obviously wants to have a relationship.
That can't possibly be your goal at this point though. To compete, I think the best thing you can do is just, I mean, be who you've been the entire time before of this change,
Yeah.
right? Make sure you're consistent in your son's life. Now he's experiencing different things, but now for you it's all about at this point maturity, and again, it's keeping a good relationship until everything can be solved in court. But I wouldn't think about it in a competing wise, and from a competition standpoint. I wouldn't think about it from a.
But it's for me, it's like, what am I exposing my son to more than anything?
Well, the thing about it is you don't really necessarily have a choice in this matter at this point because of where y'all at in the court proceedings, and so you just have to again do what you can with what you have.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I see. Try to keep it as mature as you possibly can, and again, you can't control his dad. So
I am trying to keep it so mature because I could have popped off on this man for so long because he did me so bad and so dirty, and I'm trying to keep it composed for our kid. And it's just like it's getting out of control, and I'm just like I'm trying to be Switzerland at this point.
I've personally never heard of anything like this before. Honestly, that is a little bit different. But again, like you just have to do what you can with what you have, and that obviously just means you keeping it cool. You making sure that he's not, what I'm saying, like because we don't want it to get all petty, and we don't really need that when there's
Yeah.
moment. So that's not what we need. So yeah, do what you do, gather your evidence. If any mistreatment, if there is any, make sure you do what you have to do in the courts.
All right, cool.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that when that sounded. All right, man. Yeah, that is different now. I can't lie.
KayB,
What's the word? What's going on?
you good, my man?
I'm good. What's the word, man?
Hey, bro. I was hoping I could get your take on something.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Like, bro, I'm just giving you a quick disclaimer. This is I'm not sure if you've dealt with people that come onto your lives and like onto your channel to like vent and shit.
What happens?
So I'm gonna be venting from a very weird perspective. I'm not sure if you've dealt with cheaters per se.
Yeah. Yeah.
I, bro. So I'm currently going through post breakup with the quote unquote love of my life. Long story short, I self sabotaged at the I'd say beginning of the relationship. I cheated.
You cheated in the beginning of the relationship. Why'd you do that?
Bro, if I'm being totally honest, quite frankly, there is no excuse. I'm gonna just like
You were just
be accountable right now.
opportunity came along and you were like, shit, I'm gonna do it. She not gonna know. End up finding out.
Dude, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know cuz quite frankly, bro, I don't know, man.
The truth is, brother, no, how old are you?
27.
27. You know. How long ago did you cheat?
Come again?
When did the cheating happen? Give me like a year.
Oh, bro, this is like something that happened recently, bro. Recently.
So you recently, okay, so this is a recent relationship, and in the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of the recent relationship, you cheated on her. So
Yeah.
I'll say 26, 27. At the right age of 26, 27, you and I both know what. The if we're gonna get into a committed relationship, what is the number one rule that everybody always speaks on that we should all follow?
Be loyal.
Be loyal. So I don't think it's a
Yeah.
matter of what you don't know. It's just more of a matter of there's a lack of control there, and there could be some insecurity issues on your end as well. Now move forward. Let me hear the whole thing.
So long story short, bro, because there's just so many nuances to the thing that none of them justify the cheating to begin with. But yeah, like you said, an opportunity popped up. Um, Nothing physical, to be fair. It's just I'd say probably just nudes on my phone or something like that. She and I were kind of like not seeing eye to eye at the time, and I kind of instead of addressing that I wasn't liking the fact that we weren't seeing eye to eye, I chose the devious route. Um, I went to see her. We were trying to fix things. She saw the things on my phone, and yeah, yeah. That's how she found out. She saw the things. She saw the things in the conversations on my phone. Basically, you know what I'm saying. My question to you is, because I am trying to like take accountability and address the things that lead to cheating. Because it's like you said, it's not about what you don't know. It's about addressing, the cause and the roots and everything. I'm in therapy and stuff. So my question for you is, what would you what would your advice be to someone who is trying to like move on and be better from that perspective, like as the perpetrator, as the cheater? What would your advice be from someone who's trying to move on?
Okay, I'll answer this. I think the first thing that needs to be addressed, and first and foremost, is that what you did was absolutely intentional.
Yeah.
Right? It was intentional. This is something that you meant to do. You didn't know how. It wasn't one of them things where you didn't know how it happened. We're all grown. We know what we're doing. So you also have to address the fact that you have an opportunistic mindset. We also have to address the fact that you think that the answer to one negative thing that's going on within a relationship should be the next woman, and that would never be the case. I tell them that all the time. Right? I tell them that the to one man that isn't doing what he's supposed to do isn't always going to be the next man. It doesn't work, and usually only backfires. So what I will say to you is, are you still with this person?
No. We separated.
Like, we separated, and so you're just kind of looking forward. You're moving forward, essentially. Well, just keep two things in mind. Karma is real. So whatever energy you put out in this world, brother, whoever you feel like you're gonna do dirty, it's always gonna come back to you. Keep that one thing in mind, for one. So don't ever think you could ever escape that. And two, like I said, it's a discipline thing. Right? I think a lot of us want to jump into these relationships. We want to do things because it sounds right, but we don't understand what a relationship actually entails. The loyalty that comes with it, the changed behavior, the accountability that comes with it. We don't really understand what it entails. We just want control. So once you check that want and that need for control, I think it becomes easier to make a decision as to whether you're going to get into a relationship with somebody or not. So the discipline part, right? And understanding that you don't have to be in a relationship with somebody. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So that's just what that is, though. So I just check yourself, move forward, and I think the biggest thing is, again, also leaving that person alone completely.
Yeah, nah, I hear you.
All right, that's just the biggest thing. So, any more questions?
Nah, much appreciated, bro. I just wanted to
Actually, now that we have the chance, now that we have the table, because we don't get to talk to a lot of guys on here, I want to give them the table. What questions do you have for somebody that's cheated on this girl, especially in the beginning? What questions do I have for him? You'll answer it. This is your time, man. I want you to talk to them, man. Well, what questions do I have for him?
Hey, bro, I'm not really seeing a lot of questions here, bro. I'm just seeing I'm being cooked. I'm being cooked, man.
Let him get to it. Pick anyone and answer it, brother.
Why did you cheat? Bro, what kind of destroys me? This was the woman that I had envisioned in my mind. This was the woman that I would like marry. I'm not sure if guys ever come across the quote unquote one, which I don't believe is necessarily a thing, but like this is the type of woman that just brought out a lot of quick transformation, if that makes sense. She brought out the quote unquote lover boy in me, only for me to be exposed for what I really am. Hey, I'm the type of person that constantly has a roster, I suppose. And by the time I got into a relationship with her, I was trying to pretend to be something that I'm not. I'm not sure if that makes sense. Yeah.
So okay. So I'm seeing what you're saying. So you're saying that because you were moving a certain type of way for a certain amount of time, you couldn't really just do the quick adjustment.
Yeah.
Why not, given this fact, why not, if you knew that you weren't ready? Because I'm not gonna lie, right? And I've been in a certain scenario where I've had to tell myself, hey, you got this going on. You're not ready to get into a relationship. If you do, you're gonna have to handle. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you have
Yeah.
that conversation and say, hey, bro, like I can't be in a committed relationship with you, and just keep it a buck, like keep it we're adults.
Yeah, no. If I'm being honest with you, I'd probably say she was someone that I've wanted like for a very long time, and I suppose the opportunity of not being with her, was like, okay, I'd rather like pretend to be something I'm not, have a chance with her, and probably by the time I'm done pretending, I become the person who I want to be with her. You know?
There it
Yeah.
is. Thank you for saying. I just wanted them to. There it is. I just want y'all to really, really sit back and take that into consideration, okay? Because a lot of women sit there and they say, hey, this man has wanted me for a certain amount of time. Hey, this man looks like he wants me so much. But I just a simple fact, a man simply wanting you for a certain amount of time, or a man doing certain things to get at you, doesn't necessarily always mean that his intentions are going to be genuine. When you finally decide to give that person that maybe have wanted you for a long period of time the opportunity, they could still have their own shit going on, but they're also still going to take the opportunity because they feel like they've been waiting for so long. Yeah, I kind of get what I'm saying. It happens more often than y'all know.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving the reason why I just wanted to give y'all that little bit of insight so y'all also understand what to look for. Sending that. I appreciate y'all on that.
Yeah, bro. Much appreciated. Huge fan.
I'm just being serious though. Like there are people who genuinely like they actually think that way. They're not gonna say no, but especially because they're attracted to that girl. And if that girl says, "Hey, I want this from you," they're gonna make it make sense. And I think a lot of people underestimate one of that make it make sense part. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. I just say personally, if I could give advice to any guy on here, if you feel as though that's the type of situation that you're in, where hey, the girl that you're dealing with, she's making everything make sense. She looks good. She's your type, but you got some shit going on your side. That's where you have to check your ego. I will tell everybody right now, if you can hear me, it is not worth it. It doesn't work. Even if you do get into that committed relationship with that person, you'll still want to do what you want. And you're gonna want your cake. You're gonna want to eat it too. There's not too many people in this world that are that disciplined to be able to say, "Hey, I was dating this many people, but I can switch and jump into a relationship." Most people aren't built like that. So we have to be real with ourselves. It's greedy. All right, let's see. It's no point. So what's good, KD? What's going on? KD, what's the word? Hello? Oh, it's not here. So what's the point of getting in a relationship? I mean, I think when both parties are actually on the same page and nobody's lying, it works. But unfortunately, people be having shit going on, and we don't really be knowing exactly what people have going on. What's going on?
Hey, KayB, I need your advice. So I'm 6 months pregnant, and I think my man is cheating on me.
Okay, you're in the right place. Give me the context. Give me everything I need to know. Age, everything.
Okay, so a couple of nights ago, he took my car. He said he was gonna go play basketball and stuff, and then he was gonna come home at the right time. He didn't. He came home at 5 a.m. Usually, if he does take my car in the past,
Does he have his own?
yeah, but it was in the garage. His car
Okay.
was fixed. So he took my car, and I called him because usually when I call him and he takes my car, he would pick up the phone. But this night he did not pick up the phone. He came home at 5 a.m. And the next day I found a purse in the back seat of my car and sunglasses in the passenger side of my car.
So, out of curiosity, so how old are you guys? How long have y'all been together?
Yeah, he's 22. I'm 27. We've been
Wait,
together.
wait, 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 wait. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What did you just say to me?
22. I'm 27.
He's 22 and you're 27.
Yeah.
And how long have y'all been together?
We've been together for a year.
Been together for a year. How did y'all meet?
We met in person, like at the mall and stuff.
Okay, came up to you at the mall. Okay, cool vibe. Was dating somebody that's 5 years younger than you on your, I don't know, like was that a goal of yours?
No, it was not. But this is the first person I've ever dated that was younger than me.
What made him different from how you would usually respond to somebody who's that much younger? What made him different?
He came up as a mature person, so I didn't really judge him off of his age.
Okay, so but he was honest about his age from the beginning. Like, hey, I'm 22. You said I'm 27.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're on the same page here. Been with him for a year. Has it been a relationship, talking phase?
Yes, we was talking for like 7 months before we got into a relationship.
You talked for 7 months before you got into that relationship, and when did you end up getting pregnant? In the talking phase?
I ended up getting pregnant in the beginning of this year.
In a year. Okay, beginning of this year. Now you're 6 months in. Okay. Okay, I don't know why I didn't just do the math. 6 months in. Okay, cool. All right, break it down for me. Go ahead. Let me hear.
So I don't know what to do because I asked him about it. I said, "Who does this purse belong to?" And he goes, "It's his sister's at first." And I know that's not his sister's purse. I was like, "That's not your sister's." And he was like, "Oh, it's my cousin's."
Well, out of curiosity, why do you think that you were in a 7 month talking phase to begin with? What makes you? Why you really think that is?
Um, that's just how we do it in our religion. We get to know the person for a little bit, and then
Wait,
we get
What religion is that? Out of curiosity.
Islam.
Wait, you get to know the person for, and then you wait. Wait, I thought it was there was no dating at all. It was
We were dating that like we was on the talking stage and going out on dates and stuff like that. And
now
that within that 7 months.
just I want because there's plenty of people in here who are Muslim. So for the people who are Muslim in here who practice, is that how it goes? Do you talk to somebody for 7 months? No, and then you get pregnant by them a month, like what, nine?
No, I didn't get pregnant by him while we was talking. We got married in the beginning of the year, and I got pregnant like after a month later.
Oh, okay. Now let me. Okay, I'm just making sure we're all on the same page here. Okay, now so in the beginning of the year, yeah, I got married.
Yeah,
So this isn't your baby daddy.
this is my baby daddy, my
This
husband.
is your husband.
Yeah,
Okay, because you kind of mixed it up in the beginning when you didn't let me know it was your husband we're talking about here.
that's not what I meant. No.
Doesn't make a difference, but it's your husband. Okay, so though you find out that your husband is cheating on you, so on and so forth.
And I said my man, not my boyfriend. Whoever's in the comments. Sorry. What?
Okay, I'm just we're gonna continue. So you tell me that your boyfriend, you find out your husband, excuse me, cheated. Where are we at now?
Yeah. So I don't know what to do. He's been trying to reach out to me casually, trying to ask me about my day. Like nothing happened, and I haven't been responding to him, so I don't know what to do.
What do you mean you don't know what to do?
Like I don't know if he actually did cheat because I found this stuff, but he's telling me it belongs to his cousin.
Well, what makes you not believe that?
I don't know, like because I wasn't expecting him to cheat on me while I'm pregnant. So and
That
he
doesn't stop. That doesn't stop anything. This man is. I mean, that doesn't. I mean, that you being pregnant doesn't stop him being who he is, him being opportunistic. So, well, I mean, if you know for a fact that this is what it is, right? Maybe he didn't have a good enough explanation. Maybe it was obvious, right, that this person did cheat. Then it should be straightforward. I mean, are you gonna be a cheater forgiver, or are you gonna stand on what you need to stand on? He's also 22 years old, so I don't really know exactly what you're expecting from this individual. But what are we doing? We got to make a decision. We can't see what's going to mess you up, right? Is if you're in between and they see that, then they know you're not going to be necessarily serious about yourself, and they will have their way with you and the child for the next 18 plus years. So we have to establish some type of standard now. What are we doing or decision making now?
I don't know. Like, I just been crying. Like, I've been so sad. I don't know what to do. That's why I'm calling you, like, to give me some advice, to guide me to the right, like,
I would
you
say
know.
my advice to you, ideally, would be if someone cheats on you, especially while you're pregnant, they don't give a rat's ass about you. Period.
But how do we know if he actually did it?
I mean, you have the evidence right there in front of you.
Yeah, but he's saying it's his cousins.
What cousin?
I don't know. I don't
You
know
don't
her.
know what cousin your husband is referring to?
Huh?
You don't know the cousin that your husband is referring to?
No, because he hasn't mentioned the name. He's just like, it's one of my cousins. He has a lot of cousins, so I don't know who he's talking about.
That's a great indicator that he's lying.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just my intuition's been telling me he's lying. Like, I just.
The evidence is quite literally right here in front of us. He's lying.
Mhm.
Now that we know that he's lying, for sure, right? We could agree on that?
Yeah.
He's lying. What are we going to do with this information?
Just move on. I mean, it's gonna be hard and it's gonna hurt really bad.
I'm not. I know it's going to be obviously difficult, right? But when we choose to have children, especially with people that we don't know that well, that is a part of the risk that we're taking. Correct? We don't know him that well. We don't know exactly what he's capable of. We're just chancing it. But how you moving forward is, to me, is what's the most important here. So that means taking care of yourself, standing on business, making sure that there's a boundary. He's also very young. Who he is isn't going to just change just because there's a kid involved. You know this, right? So make sure you just have the key concepts down packed and that you're moving as a result of these key concepts.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate you having on. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's gonna work. Why were you so quick to have a baby anyway? I don't know. See, I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. When it comes to having kids, man, I don't know if y'all scarred me already. But that's one thing that if I have control over it for sure, I'm not playing no games. I'm just waiting until I'm at one, I'm married, and of two, I'm like a little bit older, right? At least the 29, I'm not. I just can't. I'm one of them people. I think things happen, right? I think things do happen. People do try it the right way, and certain results happen anyways, right? But I just want to at least know that I try it the right way. Yeah, I gotta get what I'm saying. I'm just making it. I'm just making, the whole, I don't know, baby mom, baby dad, long term, and then this person is toxic and that person is toxic, and then now I gotta see you every year. I don't know, man. I fake don't want no smoke, man. I don't want no smoke. I see. Definitely take that. Definitely, if you can, take your time. Sure. Damn, Bella. Yeah. Yo, what's the word?
I'm gonna be real. This trend on TikTok that's currently going. Absolutely have to get. Yeah, I ain't going. Everything's so wonderful, just how I thought it would be.
Bro, why are you watching my videos on my live? This motherfucker join my live to watch my videos on my live. Strange. Just strange, man.
Hello.
What's the word?
Okay, I have a question about my situation. Kind of might sound like a little bird, but I just want to know like why guys are like kind of like showing missed signals or
the person I'm talking to.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna give you like a little backstory. Is that okay?
How old are you? How old are you?
Okay. Right now I'm 20, but the guy I was messing with ever since I was 18. So
21 plus, guys, please. 21 plus. And no, I cannot help with that at all. All right, let's see. Oh, Fabian, I don't know. It's not letting you in, Fabian. I don't know what's going on. What's the word?
Wait, can you hear me? You're on my iPad.
I can hear you.
Okay. Hey y'all. Okay, so boom. Well, I'm 23. Just start there. Okay, cool. So about a year and a half ago, I moved to a new city, and before that, like the type of person I was like I guess emotionally volatile. Like oh my god, I'm nervous. I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh. So I don't know. If somebody says something to me, like especially if it was a man, like I'd be popping my shit and stuff. So long story short,
Popping what exactly?
like I guess just calling men out their name, and I'm not even finna repeat it. I'm not even finna repeat that kind of stuff, but just basically on that.
Emotionally volatile when you first moved to this city, and whenever you would speak to somebody, you don't like what
Oh
they
no,
were
no, no.
popping it.
This before I moved to the city, right? So boom. Once I got to the city, I took like a year and a half, kind of work on my mental health, kind of get established, get back in school, do my thing, right? And then through that, God said, "Who cannot hear must feel." So I just don't be having time to play in people's faces because I too got my karma, right? Okay, so boom. Now I've been kind of going out exploring the city more, and I've like ran into some like different kind of men like that I've never really kind of experienced. They're really nice, they're genuine, whatever. So now here's my problem. Every now and then there will be somebody who like kind of slips in the cracks and I guess kind of tries to like antagonize me. Personally, I'm not gonna call nobody out their name. I'm not gonna play in nobody's face. I tell them what it is, and like just that's just kind of what it is. But I just feel like in the space that I'm at now, compared to where I was like a year and a half ago, I feel like now that I don't argue, like I don't raise my voice, I don't do none of that. I feel like those that do fall in the cracks like antagonize me a lot more to try to get me out my like realm or bubble. So I guess my overall question is should I just take a pause on all that and focus on myself a little more?
Yes.
Okay. That okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, that
Go out in the city and try new things other than meeting new people.
I mean, no, I do like I went to like this art gallery and like I do stuff like that. I don't drink no more. I don't smoke, so I don't really go out like that, but I do go out to like little concerts and like stuff like that, things like I've never done in the past. But I guess what I'm trying to just say is just like to take a full pause until I'm fully cool off that and like
cool, and until you could really regulate yourself a little when it comes to react. Okay, I see what you're saying. But yeah, for sure, because you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, and people will keep trying.
no, yeah, and I think I'm kind of headed in the right space because like I have met some like a different caliber of like men, not and I'm not talking financially, just in the headspace and like emotional intelligence. But yeah, I appreciate it. Sorry if that was a stupid question, y'all.
Nah, that's not stupid. That was straightforward. I appreciate you having on.
All right, bye.
All right, Bella. Now you trying to fall off? Hey man, that was definitely straightforward though. What's going on? Who got something, man? Who got something? Oh, it's 8:35. It might be that time, man. If y'all got one more, I'll stay for it. But if not, me and Bella gonna talk, man. Bella ready to go to sleep. She not, she not trying to hear this shit no more. She like, I just be chatting. This is a well-behaved Yorkie. Bella be having her times, man. She be chilling though for the most part. What's good? What's the word? Can you hear me? Oh. Oh, you check the time. Nah, because there's nobody else in here, really. It's we. Nobody else in the box. Unless I tell you I got one more. Oh, Jada, you here? What's good? Sorry, Jada, man. Nah. Some Yorkers are a little crazy. I can't lie. She's just one of the calmer ones. She be chilling for real. It's not letting me accept you, Jada. I don't know what's going on. Nah, yeah, but Bella, I think her version of being a YN, she's just sassy though. Like she, very sassy. She likes being the center of attention. I told you I can't really bring a girl here for real because she be all in, my business for real. So when I do, she still be trying to take the girl's attention for real. So she's one of them, man. Nah, she doesn't bite. She doesn't bite at all. She doesn't bite at all. I ain't gonna lie. Would never have to worry. I don't even think I ever. Yeah, never. See, nobody, man. No one else. No one else here. Yeah, I saw the girl who blew 50K on her baby. Yeah. I seen it. I made a video on it. She definitely did blow that $50,000 on her baby daddy, for sure. She gotta go from me. Bella's Coleman's right here. I just cut her nails again, so. But I usually use this and a smaller one to keep her up to date. Until she has to go to the actual groomer, of course. Annie, last one.
Hey, KayB.
What's going on, Annie? What's the word, man? What you got going on?
Okay, so I really just want to know, like, when does it become like a red flag when like a guy is gaming too much? Like, when is it enough for me to just be like, this is icking me out?
What do you mean, like, he's gaining too much? What do you mean?
Like, okay, so he likes to play video games a lot, which is like, okay, that's your hobby. Like, I'm not gonna like bash on that or whatever. But I just feel like it's to the point where it's like, if that's like what takes up much of your day, then I don't really think.
Oh, he's gaming.
Yeah, gaming, like video games.
I mean, especially as an adult, if you have a job and a life beyond that,
Yeah.
there's a limit. Does he have that?
He has a job. Like, he makes money, like everything. He's solid. Like, he's solid. It's just to the point where it's like, and it's not just like the gaming, it's also just like, you know how the World Cup is going on now? He does a lot of like parlays and stuff and all that sort of things. And so like,
How old is he?
he's 22, I'm 21.
Yeah, parlays, gaming, 22.
So
Is it somebody's ass? I mean, it does boil down to preference. But some people, for some women, I ain't gonna lie, it is a big non-negotiable. I'm somebody that games, but I know that there's a limit, if you will.
yeah, like, so for example, today, like, he lost his parlay or whatever because of the game that happened today, the Spain versus France.
Yeah,
and he's like,
a lot of people lost money on that.
yeah, yeah, and he's all like, I can't talk right now, like he's like so affected by it, and he's like, oh, yeah, I mean, I get it, like I do get it, but it's just like, I don't know why it like kind of icks me out, and I know that I probably
it's on
sound
him
crazy.
though, Annie. Look, that's why I said it boils down to preference. You don't have to go for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to especially the niggas that gamble, there's a lot of depression that comes with gambling. You and I both know this. So and you can't tell a gambler to not gamble. Good luck doing that.
Yeah.
Trust me. Good luck telling a gambler or somebody that's addicted to it already that they can't gamble, right? So,
Yeah.
if you're looking at maybe how he moves after he's in a disappointed moment from gambling, then maybe dating somebody that's a gambler wouldn't ideally be the best decision for you to make, because
Yeah.
that's gonna happen every single time.
Yeah. I kind of like, I just want to know, like, when, I guess, like, when is it enough for me to be like, yeah, like, I'm just, like, turned off by that
That's
in
your
general?
discernment. That's up to you. I mean, you got to think about it. And
Because I don't want to think, like, I sound like I'm, I don't know. You know what I mean?
no, but I'm saying you got to understand that's literally on you. That's your decision to make because you're you. So you kind of get what I'm saying? Like you got to be
Yeah.
able to say, hey, like I ain't gonna lie, it's been however many times I done told you the same shit. I don't like how you know what I'm saying? Or you maybe communicated on multiple occasions and nothing is changing. And you have to say, I don't want nothing to do with that no more. That's on you
You're
though.
so right. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, again, right? Gambling is there's a lot that comes with that person that does that. So
I just feel like at our age, like, that's just not something that.
respectable.
Yeah.
So are you gonna leave though?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Like this, I just wanted, like, I guess a
Bro.
guy's perspective.
Hey man, do what you gotta do. Trust me, I got homeboys that go gamble. I know how it gets. So
Okay. Thank
all right,
you.
good job at home. Yeah, I think she gonna leave him for real, or she gonna wait until another parlay. What you gonna think? What y'all think she gonna do? You think she gonna wait for his reaction from the next parlay? Yeah, what's the word? What's going
Hello?
on? What's going on?
Hi, KB.
Like, what's going
This
on, man?
this is for the last girl. Once you get that ick from gaming, you gotta cut it off. You gotta cut it off immediately. Immediately.
Yeah,
Come
niggas definitely ain't giving up the game for nobody though, man. But I didn't do that, by the way. I was trying to do one more. What's
Hey
going on?
KB.
What's the word?
I basically just had a straightforward question. It's more of like when you get in the cycle of like going back to old people that you've spoken to or your ex, I've noticed for me it turns up when I've fallen out with like other people or
Yeah.
like a friendship's gone wrong and it's been a friendship breakup and then I go back to that crutch. What would you recommend to like move on?
Well, you gotta. Well, for one, you have to understand that there's much more to life than what you already know. I think once you really immerse yourself into that ideology, I think things become a lot easier. Also, you don't really gain anything from things that you've already experienced for the most part. People that you've already experienced. A lot of times you're only doing it because you're familiar with it, and that isn't again always a good thing. So once you you fully understand the reasons behind you doing it and why you shouldn't, I think it makes it easier to make a decision when it pertains to doing it again. So
Okay, thank you. Would you recommend like anything else, like any distractions or stuff like that?
no, I don't think distractions work though. Distractions are what they are. They're distractions.
Okay.
So I think again, just really forming an understanding with yourself, really making a promise to yourself that hey, this is not what I want to do anymore. This isn't how I want to live, and moving forward, I'm not going to be doing this. If you can't if you can't really listen to your word or hold yourself to your own word, you can't really expect anybody else to take you seriously. That's it. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate dropping on, man. All right. Damn, I don't know, but I feel like all my exes strict though. I don't have like any girl I've gotten into a real committed relationship with, 9 times out of 10, she done seen what I did for a living. And you know, you done had a couple of experiences with the type of girls I deal with. I mean maybe it's because they know what I do. I don't know, but I don't be having that like what y'all y'all gotta really just wake up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But you already know what it is. If anybody needs a private one-on-one, the link for that is in my Instagram bio. As of now, I'm about to be on. It's not in my TikTok bio right now because I'm about to do a brand deal.